Welcome to our deep dive into the world of golden retrievers. We've got some fascinating excerpts from an article all about this beloved breed, and trust me, you might be surprised by what we uncover.
It's true. Get ready for a journey through their history, their unique traits, and some surprising facts that even seasoned golden retriever enthusiasts might not know.
So let's start at the very beginning. I was reading that golden retrievers weren't always the playful family companions we know today. They actually started out as hunting dogs.
That's right. You have to go back to 19th century Scotland. A Scottish lord named Dudley Marjoribanks, also known as Lord Tweedmouth, had a vision. He wanted to create the ultimate hunting dog specifically for retrieving waterfowl.
Okay, so imagine those sweeping Scottish landscapes with game birds in the sky. What kind of dog would excel in that environment?
Lord Tweedmouth knew that it wasn't just about retrieving. He needed a dog that could navigate tricky terrain, withstand harsh weather, and of course possess that innate drive to fetch. But here's the interesting part. He wasn't just looking for a skilled hunter. He also wanted a dog that was intelligent, social, and a devoted companion.
That's fascinating. So how did he go about creating this ultimate hunting companion? Did he just happen to find a dog with all these qualities?
Not quite. He was meticulous about his breeding program. The foundation of the golden retriever breed can be traced back to a now extinct breed called the Tweed Water Spaniel.
The Tweed Water Spaniel, what a name. Were they common in Scotland at the time?
They were, and Lord Tweedmouth was particularly impressed by their retrieving abilities and temperament. But to further refine the breed, he introduced other breeds into the mix, like bloodhounds, Irish setters, and even a touch of St. John's water dog, which is now also extinct.
So it was this intentional blending of breeds, each contributing specific traits that ultimately led to the golden retriever.
Precisely. The bloodhound likely contributed to their keen sense of smell, while the Irish setter might have given them their athleticism and that beautiful reddish gold coat we associate with the breed today.
It's amazing to think that the golden retriever's iconic appearance is actually a result of this careful selection of traits from different breeds.
It truly is. But what's even more remarkable is that Lord Tweedmouth's vision extended beyond just creating a skilled hunting dog. He wanted a dog that could seamlessly transition from the field to the home, a dog that was equally comfortable retrieving ducks and cuddling by the fire.
That's where their reputation as incredible family dogs comes in, right? But how do they make that leap from the hunting grounds to the living room?
Well, word began to spread about these exceptional dogs. People were drawn to their intelligence, their gentle nature, and their trainability. And as hunting practices evolved, the golden retriever's versatility shone through. They weren't just retrieving game anymore, they were excelling in obedience trials, showcasing their athleticism and agility courses, and proving their unwavering loyalty as guide dogs for the visually impaired.
So they basically conquered every canine discipline with their charm and intelligence. I guess you could say they became the ultimate overachievers of the dog world.
You could definitely say that.
Yep.
But beneath all those accomplishments lies a heart of gold, literally and figuratively. Their friendly disposition and eagerness to please make them ideal companions for families, individuals, and anyone looking for a furry friend who's always up for an adventure or a cuddle on the couch.
Okay, I'm already picturing myself going on long walks in the park with a golden retriever by my side, maybe even teaching them some fun tricks. But before we get too carried away with all the cuteness, let's delve a little deeper into what makes these dogs physically so unique. That golden coat, for example, is it just for looks, or is there a more practical reason for it?
That's a great question, and it's a point that often gets overlooked.
Yeah.
That stunning golden coat is much more than just a fashion statement. It's a feat of evolutionary engineering. Golden retrievers have a double coat, which means they have 2 layers of fur.
2 layers? I'm intrigued. Tell me more about how this double coat works.
The outer layer is made up of long, water-repellent guard hairs. This layer acts as a shield, protecting them from rain, snow, and even thorns and brambles when they're out in the field.
So it's like their own personal raincoat and body armor. That makes so much sense, especially given their history as hunting dogs in the Scottish Highlands.
Exactly. But there's more to it than just the outer layer. The undercoat is made up of soft, dense fur that provides insulation, keeping them warm in cold weather and cool in warm weather.
So it's like having built-in climate control. It's incredible how nature equips animals with exactly what they need to thrive in their environment. But I should admit, all that fur sounds like it could be a bit of a challenge when it comes to grooming.
You're not wrong about that. Golden retrievers are notorious shedders, especially during certain times of the year. Regular brushing is absolutely essential, not just for aesthetics, but for their health and comfort too.
Okay, mental note. invest in a good brush and maybe a lint roller or two if I ever decide to welcome a golden retriever into my life. But let's move on from the fur for a moment and talk about their build. They seem to have this perfect blend of strength and grace.
They do. Golden retrievers are medium to large-sized dogs, typically standing between 21 and 24 inches tall at the shoulder. They have a sturdy build with a broad chest and powerful legs. But despite their size, they're incredibly agile and graceful.
So they're built for both endurance and speed.
Exactly. Remember those long days out in the field retrieving game? They needed the stamina to keep going, the speed to chase down birds, and the agility to navigate challenging terrain. And let's not forget about those powerful jaws that were built for carrying heavy birds back to their owners.
It all makes sense now. And I bet those strong legs also come in handy for all those games of fetch they're so famous for.
Absolutely. Golden retrievers have boundless energy, and they need plenty of exercise to stay happy and healthy. But what truly sets them apart is their temperament.
Right. We've talked a bit about their friendly nature, but let's dive into that a little deeper. What is it about their personality that makes them so beloved? I mean, they're consistently ranked among the top dog breeds in terms of popularity.
Well, there's a reason why golden retrievers are often described as Velcro dogs. They're incredibly affectionate and love to be close to their humans.
So they're basically the ultimate cuddle buddies.
They're definitely up there. But it's more than just their love of cuddles. Golden retrievers have this innate ability to sense human emotions. They seem to know when you're feeling down and will offer a comforting nudge or a wet kiss just when you need it most.
Okay, now that's just heartwarming. I'm starting to understand why they're so popular as therapy dogs.
It's a perfect fit. Their gentle nature, patience, and ability to connect with people on an emotional level make them ideal for providing comfort and companionship to those who need it most.
But it's not just about cuddles and emotional support, right? They also have this playful, goofy side that's impossible not to love.
Absolutely. Golden retrievers are known for their playful antics and their infectious enthusiasm. They approach life with a wagging tail and a heart full of joy, and it's hard not to smile when you're around them.
So they're like the ultimate mood boosters. I can already picture them bounding through a park, chasing after a frisbee with reckless abandon.
That's exactly the image. They have an incredible zest for life, and that energy is contagious. But beneath all that playfulness lies a sharp mind. Golden retrievers are incredibly intelligent and eager to please, which makes them highly trainable.
So they're not just all fluff and fun, there's substance behind that adorable exterior.
Absolutely. They excel in various dog sports, from obedience and agility to tracking and even search and rescue. They thrive on mental stimulation and are always up for a challenge. In fact, their intelligence and eagerness to learn are what make them so adaptable and versatile.
So they're basically the Renaissance dogs of the canine world.
You could say that. They're truly remarkable creatures, and we've only just begun to scratch the surface of what makes them so special.
Okay, I'm officially hooked. I want to hear all about their training, their health, those fun facts you mentioned earlier, everything. But before we dive into those details, I think it's time for a quick break. We'll be back in a moment to continue our deep dive into the wonderful world of golden retrievers. Welcome back. I'm still buzzing from all the fascinating facts we've learned about golden retrievers. They're truly extraordinary dogs with a history and a skill set that goes far beyond their reputation as lovable family companions. But let's face it, no breed is perfect, right? So before anyone rushes out to adopt a golden retriever, I think it's important to talk about some of the challenges that come with owning one of these energetic and intelligent pups.
You're absolutely right. Golden retrievers are a wonderful breed, but they do require a certain level of commitment and understanding to ensure their well-being.
So let's get real for a moment. What are some things potential golden retriever owners should be prepared for?
Well, for starters, let's revisit that glorious double coat we discussed earlier. While it's undoubtedly beautiful and functional, it also comes with a downside shedding.
Ah, yes, the infamous golden retriever shedding. I've heard tales of tumbleweeds of fur rolling across floors.
It can be a bit like that, especially during shedding season, which typically occurs twice a year. Regular brushing at least a few times a week is essential to manage the fur situation.
So a good brush and a strong vacuum cleaner are must-haves for any golden retriever owner. But shedding aside, are there any other potential challenges?
Well, one thing that often surprises people is just how much energy these dogs have. Remember, they were bred for long days out in the field retrieving game. That instinct to run and play is still very much a part of their DNA.
So daily walks around the block probably won't cut it.
Not quite. Golden retrievers need a significant amount of exercise to stay happy and healthy. We're talking at least an hour of vigorous activity every day. whether it's a brisk walk, a run in the park, a swim in the lake, or a good old-fashioned game of fetch.
Wow, that's a lot of energy to burn. What happens if they don't get enough exercise?
A bored golden retriever can quickly become a destructive golden retriever. They might start chewing on furniture, digging up your garden, or barking excessively.
So it's not just about their physical well-being, it's about preventing behavioral problems too.
Exactly. And it's not just about the quantity of exercise, it's about the quality too. Golden retrievers thrive on mental stimulation, so it's important to engage their minds as well as their bodies.
We talked a bit about training earlier. Is that a good way to provide mental stimulation?
Absolutely. Training is essential for any dog, but it's especially important for intelligent breeds like golden retrievers. They love to learn new things, and they thrive on the challenge of mastering new skills.
So basic commands like sit, stay, and come are just the beginning.
Those are essential building blocks, but you can take it much further. Golden retrievers excel in obedience, agility, and rally, and they can also learn a wide range of tricks and games.
I've seen videos of golden retrievers doing incredible things, fetching specific objects, closing doors, even helping with household chores.
It's amazing what they can do with the right training and guidance. But the key is to make it fun and rewarding. Golden retrievers are highly motivated by praise and treats, so positive reinforcement is the best approach.
So no harsh punishments or scolding, just lots of encouragement and rewards for good behavior. That sounds much more enjoyable for both the dog and the owner. But what if you're not a professional dog trainer? Where do you even begin?
There are tons of resources available to help you train your golden retriever, from books and online videos to group classes and private lessons. Don't be afraid to seek help from a professional if you're struggling, or if you want to take your training to the next level.
That's reassuring to know. So we've covered exercise training and shedding. Are there any other surprises potential golden retriever owners should be aware of?
One thing that often catches people off guard is their love of water. Many golden retrievers are natural-born swimmers and will jump at any chance to splash around in a lake, a river, or even just a backyard puddle.
So a trip to the beach or a lake is probably a dream come true for them.
You got it. Just make sure they're supervised and have access to fresh water to drink. Too much salt water can be harmful. And speaking of things that can be harmful, let's talk about food.
Oh yes, the food. I've heard golden retrievers have a reputation for being a bit, shall we say, enthusiastic about their meals.
That's an understatement. Golden retrievers love to eat, and they're not always the best at self-regulating their food intake. This can lead to obesity, which can have serious consequences for their health.
So portion control is key.
Absolutely. It's important to feed them a high-quality, balanced diet and to measure out their meals carefully. Avoid free feeding, which means leaving food out all the time, and be mindful of treats.
I can imagine it's tough to resist those puppy dog eyes begging for table scraps.
It is. But it's important to remember that you're doing them a favor by maintaining a healthy weight. Obesity can lead to joint problems, heart disease, and a host of other health issues.
Okay, I'm taking notes. Healthy food-measured meals and lots of exercise. What about health concerns that are specific to the breed? Are there any genetic predispositions that golden retriever owners should be aware of?
Unfortunately, yes. Like many purebred dogs, golden retrievers are prone to certain health conditions. One of the most common is hip dysplasia, a condition that affects the hip joint and can cause pain and mobility issues.
That sounds serious. Is there anything that can be done to prevent or treat hip dysplasia?
There are things you can do to minimize the risk, such as choosing a reputable breeder who screens their dogs for hip dysplasia, providing a healthy diet and exercise program, and avoiding activities that put excessive stress on the joints.
So early detection and preventative care are crucial. What other health concerns should we be aware of?
Another common issue is elbow dysplasia, which is similar to hip dysplasia but affects the elbow joint. Golden retrievers are also prone to certain types of cancer eye conditions, such as cataracts and progressive retinal atrophy and heart problems.
Wow, that's a lot to take in. It sounds like regular vet checkups are essential for golden retrievers.
They are. It's important to establish a relationship with a veterinarian who is familiar with the breed and who can provide preventative care and early detection of any potential health issues.
So while golden retrievers are generally a healthy breed, they do require proactive care to ensure a long and happy life.
That's right. And it's not just about physical health. Mental well-being is equally important. Golden retrievers thrive on social interaction and mental stimulation. So it's crucial to provide them with plenty of opportunities to play, learn, and explore.
We've talked about training and exercise as ways to engage their minds. Are there any other activities that are particularly enriching for golden retrievers?
They love to play fetch, of course, but they also enjoy puzzle toys, scent games, and even learning new tricks. They're incredibly versatile dogs, so get creative and find what your golden retriever enjoys most.
This might sound like a silly question, but with all this talk about their energy and need for stimulation, are golden retrievers ever calm? Do they ever just chill out and relax?
They do. Don't let their boundless energy fool you. Golden retrievers also have a very relaxed side. Once they've had their daily dose of exercise and playtime, they're perfectly content to cuddle up on the couch with their humans.
So they're like the perfect balance of energy and chill.
Exactly. They can go from 100 miles an hour to 0 in an instant, which is part of what makes them so adaptable and lovable.
I'm starting to see why so many people are smitten with this breed. They're intelligent, affectionate, playful, and have a heart of gold. But before we get too carried away with all the golden retrievers love, I think it's time to take a step back and talk about their history. We know they were bred for hunting, but when did they make that transition into the beloved family pets we know today?
That's a fascinating question, and it speaks to the incredible adaptability of this breed. Their journey from the hunting grounds to the living room is a testament to their inherent traits and their ability to win over hearts wherever they go.
So let's rewind the clock a bit. Take us back to the early days of the golden retriever. When did they start to gain recognition beyond the hunting world?
Their rise to fame began in the early 20th century. As word spread about their exceptional temperament, intelligence, and trainability, people began to see their potential beyond the hunting field.
So it was a combination of their inherent qualities and word of mouth that led to their popularity.
Exactly. People were drawn to their gentle nature, their willingness to please, and their undeniable charm. And as society evolved, so too did the role of the golden retriever.
What were some of the early roles that golden retrievers took on outside of hunting?
They excelled in obedience trials, showcasing their intelligence and trainability. Their athleticism and retrieving instincts made them ideal candidates for agility competitions. And their unwavering loyalty and gentle nature led them to become trusted guide dogs for the visually impaired.
It's incredible how they seamlessly transition into these diverse roles.
It speaks to their versatility and their eagerness to please. They're truly remarkable dogs.
But it wasn't just about their skills and talents, right? There was something about their personality that captivated people.
Absolutely. Golden retrievers have this incredible ability to connect with humans on an emotional level. They're intuitive, empathetic, and offer unconditional love and support.
It's like they have this innate understanding of human emotions.
I think you're right. They seem to sense our moods and offer comfort and companionship when we need it most.
I've heard countless stories of golden retrievers providing emotional support during times of grief, illness, and even just everyday stress.
It's true. They have this uncanny ability to make us feel loved and supported no matter what life throws our way.
They're like furry therapists with wagging tails and wet noses.
I think you've hit the nail on the head. Their ability to provide unconditional love and companionship is truly remarkable.
This has been an incredible journey so far. We've delved into their history, explored their physical characteristics, and uncovered the secrets behind their lovable personalities, but there's still so much more to discover. When we come back, we'll delve into the world of golden retriever training, discuss some essential products every owner should have, and unveil some fun facts that might surprise even the most seasoned golden retriever enthusiasts. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of golden retrievers. We've covered a lot of ground already, from their origins as hunting dogs in Scotland to their modern-day roles as beloved family members, therapy dogs, and so much more.
And we've explored their physical characteristics, that iconic golden coat, their sturdy build, and of course their incredibly lovable personalities.
But before we wrap up this deep dive, there are a few more essential topics we need to cover, starting with training.
Training is absolutely crucial for any dog, but especially for a breed as energetic and intelligent as a golden retriever.
We touched on this earlier, but I'm eager to learn more. What makes golden retrievers such good students? Well, they're incredibly eager to please their humans, and they thrive on positive reinforcement.
So lots of praise treats and maybe a favorite toy or two.
Exactly. They respond much better to rewards and encouragement than to punishment or scolding.
That makes sense. It seems like a much more enjoyable experience for both the dog and the owner. But where do you even begin with training a golden retriever puppy? They have so much energy.
Start with short, fun training sessions, focusing on basic commands like sit, stay, come, and down. Keep it positive and engaging, and gradually increase the duration and complexity as your puppy grows.
So patience and consistency are key.
Absolutely. And remember, socialization is just as important as obedience training. Exposing your golden retriever puppy to different people, places, and experiences from a young age will help them develop a well-rounded personality and reduce the likelihood of fear or anxiety later on.
So puppy play dates, trips to the park, and maybe even some car rides to get them used to different environments.
Exactly. The more exposure they have to different sights, sounds, and smells, the better. But what about those golden retrievers who need a little extra help? What if you're struggling with training or facing specific behavioral challenges?
That's a good question. Not every dog is a perfect student, right?
That's true. And that's where professional help can be invaluable. Don't hesitate to consult a certified dog trainer if you're facing challenges or if you want to take your training to the next level.
So it's okay to ask for help. It's better to address any issues early on rather than letting them escalate.
I couldn't agree more. And now for a bit of fun. Are you ready for some fascinating golden retriever facts?
Absolutely. Bring on the trivia.
Did you know that the first 3 American Kennel Club registered golden retrievers were all females?
Wow, really? I had no idea. What were their names?
They were Lady Primrose and Ada. Quite the trio.
I love it. What else?
Here's one that might surprise you. Golden retrievers didn't become popular in the U.S. until the 1920s and 30s. It's amazing to think that these dogs, now a staple in American households, were relatively unknown just a century ago.
That's fascinating. It shows how quickly a breed's popularity can soar. What sparked their rise to fame in the U.S.?
It's said that President Gerald Ford's golden retriever Liberty played a role in boosting the breed's popularity. People saw this adorable, playful dog in the White House and fell in love.
Liberty for the win. Okay, I need more fun facts.
All right, here's a heartwarming one. Golden retrievers are known for their exceptional sense of smell, which is why they're often used as search and rescue dogs. Their keen noses can detect even the faintest of scents, helping to locate missing persons and provide aid in disaster situations.
That's incredible. They're truly heroes with hearts of gold.
They are. And speaking of hearts of gold, did you know that golden retrievers have a natural instinct to carry things in their mouths? It stems from their retrieving heritage, but it often translates into them carrying around their favorite toys or even a shoe or two.
So those stories about golden retrievers carrying around everything from socks to TV remotes are true.
Absolutely. It's part of their charm. They just love to hold things in their mouths.
Okay, I'm officially obsessed with these dogs. But before we get carried away with all the golden retriever love, I want to touch on one more important aspect of their well-being: recommended products.
Great idea. Having the right products can make a world of difference in a golden retriever's life.
So what are some essentials that every golden retriever owner should have?
Let's start with the basics: high-quality food. Choose a brand that's specifically formulated for large breed dogs and that supports their nutritional needs throughout different life stages.
What about those omega-3 supplements we talked about earlier?
Those are definitely beneficial, especially for maintaining a healthy coat and skin. Look for supplements that are specifically designed for dogs and that contain high-quality sources of omega-3 fatty acids.
Okay, food and supplements, check. What about toys? I'm imagining a golden retriever needs a whole arsenal of playthings to keep them entertained.
You're right. They love to chew fetch and play tug of war. Durable chew toys, interactive puzzle toys, and a good selection of balls and frisbees are essential.
What about grooming supplies? We talked about their shedding earlier.
A good quality slicker brush, a de-shedding tool, and a dog-specific shampoo and conditioner are must-haves for keeping that golden coat in tip-top shape.
And of course, a powerful vacuum cleaner for all that fur.
Exactly. And don't forget about a comfortable bed, food, and water bowls, a collar and leash, and maybe even a crate for training and travel.
So it's an investment, but a worthwhile one for the love and companionship of a golden retriever.
Absolutely. They bring so much joy into our lives, and providing them with the best possible care is a way of showing our love and appreciation.
This deep dive has been an incredible journey. We've learned so much about golden retrievers, from their rich history to their unique care requirements to their heartwarming personalities.
And we've explored their versatility, their intelligence, and their undeniable charm.
But most importantly, we've discovered what makes these dogs so special. Their unwavering loyalty, their infectious enthusiasm, and their ability to touch our hearts in ways that no other breed can.
So if you're considering welcoming a golden retriever into your life, know that you're in for an adventure filled with love laughter, and a whole lot of golden fur.
And remember, this deep dive is just the beginning of your golden retriever journey. There's a wealth of information and resources available to help you navigate the joys and challenges of owning one of these incredible dogs.
And as always, we encourage you to share your thoughts, experiences, and questions about golden retrievers in the comments below.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the wonderful world of golden retrievers. Until next time, keep those tails wagging and those hearts full of golden love.